Hi guys, so in today's video I wanted to address a question that I got asked in my personal life, and I figured that some of you might have the same question because I had talked about on my channel previously that prior to being approved for weight loss surgery here in the United States, in the state of Michigan, I was actually approved to have weight loss surgery down in Mexico. I was to the point where I could have scheduled my surgery down in Mexico, but the question is, am I happy that I chose to have weight loss surgery in the United States as opposed to Mexico? Would I have changed anything, etc., etc.? Um, so I do feel happy with the decision that I made to go with the surgical group that I went through to have my weight loss surgery. And there are multiple reasons why. I feel like I would have had to go get the surgery in Mexico alone. You can bring a companion, but I didn't really have anybody who would have been able to go with me. And at least having surgery here, like I had surgery like 40 minutes away from my house. And, my surgical group is based in the state of Michigan, which is where I currently live. And so, I feel like I am definitely happy with the decision that I made. I love the fact that with my surgical group, you get lifetime follow-up care. So like even 10 years down the road, if I need help, I can still go back to my surgical group and talk to them. I can work with the dietitians, work with the surgeons, work with the exercise physiologists and everybody else that is at that office. And I can get whatever assistance I need from them, like I said, even if it's 10, 15, 20 years down the road, as long as my surgical group continues to exist, I have the option of getting follow-up care from them at any point in time. So I would say that mentally, I don't think I would have been prepared to go and have my weight loss surgery done in Mexico when I was originally approved for it. Um, I know that I said that I was ready for it and that I wanted it at that time, and I did want it at that time, but I don't really honestly feel that anybody is ever truly prepared to have weight loss surgery. There's a lot that goes into the preparation process. And even with all of the preparation, the pre-op diet, all of the stuff that you have to go through and the appointments and everything that you have to have before you can get approved and actually schedule your surgery, I don't think that anybody can ever fully be prepared for this procedure. It is life altering. It really screws with your mind. Your emotions are all over the place. And for a lot of people who need weight loss surgery, one of the main reasons, or one of the reasons, is because they have a poor or negative relationship with food to begin with. And so a lot of people tend to use food as a crutch or some sort of emotional comfort. And I will be honest with you and say that I have done that multiple times, not just with emotional eating, but even if I was just bored, if I didn't have something else to do, I would sit there and I would eat. And I wouldn't even be paying attention to the amount of food that I was putting into my body. So I definitely feel like having the support that I have from my current surgeon's office, as well as the support groups that they offer on a weekly basis. They offer 2 support groups on a weekly basis, excluding like holidays. If they fall on one of those days, it's like Mondays and Thursdays, they have support groups. They do have in-person support groups as well as online support groups. So there are more in person, but I mean, they are way downstate Michigan. And so I live in the Upper Peninsula, and there's no way that I could get down there just for a support group meeting. So anyways, I have done a few of the online support groups. They do them through like Zoom, and it's very helpful to be able to get your feelings out. And the different topics that they've talked about when I've been in there have been really helpful, because it is people who, have gone through different things, but it's like everybody's main focus seems to be really, really similar, if not the same. So a lot of people have like overeating issues or binge eating history and things like that. And so I think it's good that I have that support. I feel like I would not have had the level of support from Mexico if I would have gone to have my surgery done there. And so I definitely am happy with the decision I made to have surgery here in the United States. just because of the support alone, if not anything else. I also feel like, you know, with the issues or questions that have come up after surgery, I am able to email them or call their office or, you know, talk to someone. And they usually get back to me within at least 24 hours, if not sooner. There have been times where I have emailed one of the dietitians a question and they've gotten back to me within an hour. So, you know, I just feel like that would not have happened if I had had my surgery down in Mexico, because the place where I was going to get it done, the surgical group that I got approved for down in Mexico, they said that they have like a nurse who follows up with you afterwards, once you're back in the States. But it's not like they have dietitians and things that reach out to you or anything like that. They basically give you a packet with information and you advance yourself. And I don't think that I would have felt comfortable doing certain things or making certain decisions on my own. Like, I actually like the fact that I am getting guidance every time my diet advances. I'm getting guidance every appointment that I have, even though my appointments are telehealth, because again, my surgical group is downstate. They're based down in Grand Rapids, Michigan. And so, yeah, I'm up in the Upper Peninsula. So it's hours from where I live to my surgical group's location. But I do have telehealth appointments and we talk just like it's a normal appointment. We have the video cameras on, and it has been very helpful because they have definitely shared a lot of helpful tips and helpful information that has really allowed me to make some healthier choices in my life, especially with the exercise physiologist. I don't even think the group in Mexico that I got approved through works with an exercise physiologist. From my understanding, they didn't even have an exercise physiologist. Like, I filled out a questionnaire, and basically based on that questionnaire, they told me I was approved for gastric sleeve, I think was what they approved me for there as well. It's been a long time since I filled out that questionnaire. I still get emails every once in a while asking what surgical date works for me, to give them like a list of dates. And obviously I've already had my surgery here, so I really should email them back and be like, hey, I already had surgery elsewhere, so thank you, but no thank you. But what was I going to say? I think that, like, from the paperwork that I read, they just send you the dietary information and you don't really have follow-up appointments with dietitians or anything like that. Like, I was having follow-up appointments every few weeks with my surgical group. This is the longest that I have gone without having any sort of follow-up. And it's been like, by the time I see the dietitian and the exercise physiologist again, it will have been over a month since I've had an appointment with anyone from my surgical group. And so that is the longest that I have gone since my surgical consultation without having like any contact appointment wise with anybody from my surgical group office. So yeah, but anyways, I am definitely happy. I'm not knocking anybody who chooses to go out of the country to have weight loss surgery. I think it all depends on what the person is capable of. At the time when I got approved for weight loss surgery in Mexico, the insurance that I had did not cover weight loss surgery. And so when I found out that my insurance through the hospital that I work at covered weight loss surgery, I was all for it. I was like, yep, we're gonna move forward, guns blazing, and we are gonna get this taken care of, because I need to be healthier and I need to make healthier choices, and something needs to change in my life. And I couldn't have been more happy with the results that I've gotten so far. This week was my 10-week post-op milestone, whatever you want to call it. And I have lost like 35 pounds since surgery and 115 pounds since my highest weight. And so I'm extremely happy with that. And yeah, with that being said, if you guys have any questions or would like more information or would like to hear more about my story regarding anything, I mean, right now I'm dealing with chronic health problems, from my liver issues that I have, my autoimmune disease, and I am dealing with reactive hypoglycemia and some other issues. So you guys know I wear a Dexcom. I do have blood sugar issues, and There's autoimmune issues in that as well that I'm just not ready to talk about. But yeah, with that being said, that is all I have for today's video. Let me know if there's any topics you would like me to discuss on my channel more in the future, and I will talk to you guys next time.